I would have never joined no gang. I would have found out gangs, kids that's listening to me now, find out anybody that's try to recruit you in the gang gonna want to be the ones that kill you in the end. I'm gonna say that again. Because ask Vernon. When Vernon got did wrong, his gang didn't come to heaven. They wanted to kill him in the end. Hello?
Real life.
It ain't real life. Just ain't real. Real life street stars. You know what time it is.
Real life street stars. We have a very, very special situation going on in which we are bringing two individuals from the opposite ends of the track to sit down and have a conversation with us and amongst each other. And this is an inaugural episode, so this should be very interesting. I'll allow you guys to introduce yourselves and before I go into it, but of course we have, as y'all see him on the couch, the story of Vernon, and also the infamous, okay, OG Percy, man. But Vernon, if you don't mind, go ahead and introduce yourself for the camera.
Vernon Miller. I had the story about being raped while I was in prison.
Thank you, and if you don't mind, Percy.
Okay. Y'all know who it is. OG Percy, show no mercy. Where my daddy cursed me. I'm just alumni on Real Life Street Stars.
Alumni.
Yes,
there
sir.
we go. Well, we want to have a conversation in which, again, we would like for y'all to speak to each other in regards or have a conversation with us in which let's just have a dialogue. The first things first, Vernon, you came out and you basically gave a story that most people technically would take to the grave. Technically, they wouldn't be so open to tell this story, but yet you kind of bared your soul and you spoke on it. And of course, for good, bad, or indifferent, the world received it. For you, first and foremost, speaking about things that happened to you in prison, how was that for you to even speak on it? And then, Percy, I'm gonna ask you the same question, but please go ahead.
It's rough. It was rough. I mean, I still have moments when it's hard to talk about.
Yeah. Percy, for you, you again, Tales from a Crip.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
You were able to tell stories that, that again, the average citizen hasn't touched foot in a jail or in the penitentiary system. The average citizen hasn't done anything like that, but you're able to come out here and relive these stories. How was it for you being able to tell these stories of your time through incarceration?
Something you just asked Vernon that you said a while ago. You asked him, you said a story like that, a person would usually take it to his grave. I heard you just say that a while ago, and I'd like to shake Vernon's hand and thank him for not taking that story to his grave. You hear me? I'm thinking because a lot of people take it to their grave. And I got one of my sons, they need to hear it firsthand. You dig what I'm saying? That's a story a lot of people hide. And when you hide the truth, youngsters will never get the truth. Youngsters look at the truth. Everybody think everybody come from the penitentiary is tough and made it through. Vernon could have easily came out and said he was one of them guys.
If you have a lot of those gangsters in there.
Guess what? A lot of them come out and do that.
A lot of paperbook gangsters.
Hello.
A lot of
he said the realest thing, paperbook gangsters. A lot of them, and like I said, I'm glad he didn't take it to his grave. In 2024, he's probably the first person that ever stood up and been a man. When the rest of them said that they was men coming out, knowing that they didn't go in and they went in a man, but can't come out fully a man. And they ain't gonna tell you they go to their secret corners with that story. And I'm glad that Vernon didn't hide the truth.
That's real. So the first thing I want to touch on, and again, I want to have y'all have open dialogue about is, Percy, you went in there from the story you tell again, you went in there saying, hey, I'm in here, I'm gonna fight for my life if need be. And you did.
Yes, sir.
Vernon, you went in there kind of a little more green, not saying I'm gonna be a person who's fighting for my life. What is the mentality behind that? And Percy, I'll let you start first as far as knowing from the streets of when you come out to going into this system of like, no, it's going to be, I think the first day you fought, right? The first day.
Oh, yes, sir.
Yeah, so please speak on that as far as that mentality of going in.
Any man that go in somewhere, you'll be allowed to say that you're not scared somewhere inside of you.
That's true.
you'll be allowed to go and say, you can come in there with your chest up and your head up and your chest out all you want to. It's something in their skin. You in a place, you in a habitat, you don't know what can happen to you. Some people stick their chest up knowing they ain't got no chest to stick up, but just want to be that way. I went to a unit where they prey on the weak and they prey on the strong. You couldn't come in no type of way. The job was never to come in there. But due to my hard-headedness, I ended up in a place that I thought I was tough, so I went somewhere where they had tough guys for me. To go in and say that something can't happen to me is because, like I told you, I learned from experience. I learned off of people like Vernon. You understand me? When I say Vernon, I learned off people because I seen what can happen to a man. And when you a man, you hear me? I seen what can happen to a man when you a man. I mean, when you go in there and say, I'm a man, I'm going to come out a man. You don't know that. You can't say that. When we got 3 big men bigger than all of y'all that want something from you. You only got so much power. And you're going to have trouble with one man as it is. Just imagine 3 or 4 that want you at the same time. That's how I get when you strong enough to protect yourself.
Could I ask you to have a nice guy mentality going in? Does a person have to erase that? Like if they're a nice guy, just, they're very respectable. I don't want to use the word like friendly, but, just very respectable. Can you go in there with that mentality on day one, or do you have to cut that off?
It's cut off when you enter there. Your mentality ain't what give you up. It's your look. They can look in your eye. You don't got to say nothing. The only thing give you up in prison is when you open your mouth. A man will never know who you is if you keep your mouth closed. Vernon, nothing would have never happened to Vernon. Vernon would have never said nothing. Believe me that. I don't even got to look at him and tell you that. It's only one way to survive in prison, and that's ears and eyes. This right here get you in trouble. It's like putting a kitten in the jungle. If you throw a kitten in the jungle, how you gonna survive? He can survive if he don't say it. If you put a kitten in the jungle around the beast and the everything that'll eat a kitten, how you gonna survive in the jungle when he used to drinking milk? Vernon was used to drinking milk. What I mean by that, he wasn't used to living out there where we got to hunt for his food and kill and eat for meat and stuff like that. So that means he was green in the jungle. As soon as they put a kid in the jungle, he said, meow, everything in the jungle wake up. They heard you. They heard you.
I like the analogy.
You ever say his analogies be like...
Yeah, his analogy, you're right?
My bad.
Not a little purr, like, they wake up.
Yeah.
Vernon, do you want to rebuttal?
No, because I kind of agree with that, because I did go in simply because I didn't know anything about prison. I had never been around other than Eric, but he was in Angola. I'm going to the feds, so I'm thinking it's gonna be way different than Angola, let alone state prison. So my assumptions on the federal system or the federal prison was just way, way different than what I actually found out once I got there, basically. It wasn't as rough as I thought it was gonna be, but it was still rough.
Vernon, do you agree with what Percy said? You should have just kept your mouth closed. That's the only way people can know who you are.
I wish I would have stayed a little bit more quiet, a little bit longer until I got used to people, in general.
So I want you, both y'all can speak on this and jump in whenever you want. Because y'all are from 2 different sides of the track. How many prison stories did y'all hear prior to your first time going in, whether jail or whatever? Vernon, you can speak first as far as how many prison stories or jail stories did you hear prior to your first time in?
A few. I mean, probably outside of Eric, probably none. Cause I just didn't. I wasn't around that lifestyle. That people that have been out of prison. If it really wasn't for meeting Larry, I probably would have never met Eric.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like just circumstance.
Percy, for you, just coming up from, how many stories did you hear about jail, prison?
Watch this. I like to correct Vernon on something. He heard his first story. He just didn't know it was his first story. Because we all heard our first story. You heard your first story. You probably ain't never been to prison. You ain't never been to prison, have you? You know, I don't expect, but everybody heard their first story. You know what your first story was? Keep doing what you're doing, you're gonna end up in jail somewhere. Hello! That was your first story. That's everybody's first story.
Hey, man.
I appreciate it. Believe it, he just didn't know he heard it. But he heard it, he was told. He was told to keep doing what you're doing, you're gonna end up, guess what? You know how many times I heard that? And that was my first story. It made me wonder, what is jail? What is prison? What is that? Well, you keep doing what you're doing, you're gonna go find out. My mama told me a long time ago when I was, smelling myself. You gonna mind somebody. She told me that. If you can't tell me what to do, who gonna tell me what to do? Oh, don't worry. Shower call. Showers. Guess what? I'm doing what somebody told me to do now. I gotta get up and get ready to go eat. I'm minding now. Work call. I didn't know what she was talking about till I ended up somewhere where I had to mind somebody. And I said, you know what, mama told me I had to mind somebody. What is it? Field call. Get up from there. I got to get up and go to work. I got to. Now I'm somewhere I got to mind somebody. I was told my first prison story. That was my first prison story ever told. Keep doing what you're doing, you're going to end up in jail or you're going to end up dead somewhere, person. But you heard the jail stories through people that was going that you didn't know. Like he said, Uncle Larry's and Curly's and Moe's and Eric's and stuff. You hear me? Yeah. The sad thing about prison back then, y'all, they used to tell you it was a bad place to go.
Shit,
Tales from a crib.
my mama said, you going to the feds, you going to the country club. Swimming pools and golf courses. Like, okay, all right, prison ain't gonna be so bad. Prison ain't gonna be so bad.
I gotta hear this tale.
I forgot where I was at.
So let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
What year did you go in?
95.
Percy, what year was your first time?
89.
89, okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
My number 557023. 1989 was my first unit. Ramsey 2 unit. Rochelle in Texas. I entered the first prison boot camp. The first prison boot camp ever made in the state of Texas when Sharon Wilson was in. She gave you 90 days if you could make it through. You would have to make it through first. I went into prison when you were just doing 30 days was a year. You can get 30 years.
I've heard that.
You get 30 years to do 30 months. I went to prison when you can get 25 years and do 25 months. 1 month was considered a year in prison back then. You know how crowded prison, and you come home, you get $150. You know how many people catching 3 years and 2 years and 5 years and just going to get that 150 and come home. Oh, don't worry about it. Y'all think didn't y'all remember the saying back in the day? They said the prison was overcrowded. You ain't never heard that, have you? Well, I was there when you had to step over people. You had to find a corner and find somewhere to sleep at. People everywhere. And they getting out. They PIAing out the county. They paroling out the county. They ain't going to prison. They going home from prison. They getting their number in the county and going home. It was a rehab for people. It was a rehab for me.
How old were you, Percy, when you first went in?
I was 17.
Vernon, you were?
I was arrested at 20, but by the time I made it into the system, I was 21.
Let's do it like this.
Go ahead.
You're 17 years old. You already getting down. You already know that here. For Vernon, he was very green. What could he have done? What was the name? You went to, what was your first?
The first Leavenworth.
Leavenworth. As a 21-year-old, this is talking to the nation now. As a 21-year-old going into a federal penitentiary system, what could he have done differently, you feel, Percy, as far as to not be considered prey out there?
To do what we all should do from the start. Listen to our mom and dad. Listen to people around. It ain't got to be your mom and dad. It can be Uncle Leroy, Uncle Eddie, and Uncle Eric. Okay.
Johnny.
But hey, the person that's telling you what to do right, that can prevent a whole lot of stuff. Like I said, I got backlashes last time that I was here because I said I gave a standing applaud about my sons being in prison. But I left out a very important statement during that interview. The reason I gave y'all that applaud because I want y'all to know it's only 2 calls you can get doing them things. You can get we found him or we got him. That's the part that they overlooked in mine. I know that I got my butt whooped for saying I applaud, but they left out they caught the mess, not the message. The message was, I get the chance to see him again. If I get a call saying, we found him over here, wrapped up on side of the building with a gun in his hand, a bandana around his head, dead. Or we found him behind the store, or we found him in the street, or we found him in an apartment, we found him somewhere. He's gone. I didn't get that call. We got him. God damn. And I gave myself an applause because my kids always know that I tell them all the time, on the road you going down on, you're not gonna make it. I still got some sitting around. You understand me? It's their choice to listen. It's not my choice to make. You hear what I'm saying? It's their choice to listen. It's not my choice to make. Me and Vernon, we had choices. We took the choice we thought. But Vernon, you know, I gotta applaud him. He got away good. He got away good. You know, besides what he had to go through, but shit, that's what we go through when we think we don't want to listen no more. We end up in situations we gotta listen. Or it'll cost you.
So to add to that, a man comes in. I was spoke to this in Vernon as far as even how to treat a CEO, how to speak to CEOs when you first get there. Should you chest up, or should you let me obey more? Like, is the slave mentality, should that kick in immediately? Because they try to break you.
Why gotta be the slave mentality?
No, when I say slave mentality, it's because when I hear about people going to Angola, they make it seem like it's modern day slavery. It's like the way you work and the way they talk to you, boss, yes, master.
Didn't you just hear me say?
You do have that, though. I mean,
the stories I hear.
Yeah, you do have
Time out. Didn't you just hear me say he got lucky?
Yeah.
But y'all didn't hear what I meant, what he got lucky about.
Please.
He got lucky because he went to the feds. Hello? He don't know nobody no cotton fields, brother. He don't know nobody getting up in the morning, gotta go to work, brother. He went to the feds. Did you go to the feds? He got lucky.
You feel the same way?
No, let me tell you something. He ain't gonna feel the same way because lockup is lockup.
Yeah,
I don't care where you at. As long as you're locked up, you ain't gonna feel no different than the next man. I can't go to the refrigerator. I can't go to the shower when I want to. I can't go open up the ice box and give me nothing. No. Lockup is lockup. I don't care, but guess what? The treatment is way more different than where he was at than where I was at.
Aside from the beginning of what happened to me, ultimately, I think I came out better being in the Fed than going to state.
I went to
because that's what any state prison pretty much is rough.
Yeah, Percy, you said you went to hell.
Yes, sir.
Explain hell.
I went to an STG unit. I went to a security threat group unit. I went to a unit where everybody got life sentences. Everybody got 30 years ag, or everybody ain't never going home. I ended up there, and all I had was 5 years. What I'm doing here? I ain't that bad. Well, you think you that bad. You act that tough. Your record says you that bad to be here. Well, every time I go in the cell with a cellie, he got life. How do I talk to a man that got life? How do I sleep under a man that got life? How do I sleep around somebody that ain't going home and don't care if I gotta go home? How do I sleep under somebody that just got off of death row and will do the rest of their life in here, but I gotta wake up and what conversation do I have with this man? I'm talking about going home. He can't talk about going home. I'm talking about my family and kids. He can't talk about his family. The things that I say around people that ain't never going home can hurt them. And next thing you know, you become prey. They don't care if you go home. Shit, they ain't going. They'll stop you from going just because they ain't going. I came from an STG unit. As you know, Ferguson unit is considered a security threat group. You got to be, they got a place where they'll tell you, oh, you want to act up? Well, we got somewhere you can go. We got somebody that act just like, we got a place we can send you where everybody act just like you. Because there's hundreds of units over the prison system in the state of Texas. And you can end up on one of them you want to and sit back and go where Eric went. And kick your feet up and go in there and drink coffee, rap with people, you know what I'm saying, and do your time. Well, that ain't what's happening over here where I went in. It's what Eric missed.
Vernon.
The slate. Vernon, my bad.
Yeah.
I just started calling him Eric. My bad. He got me calling him Eric. You talk about him so much. Got me called. It's what Vernon missed.
Yeah.
The slave mentality. He missed the whips on the back. He missed people standing over you without it used to be whips, now it's Berettas and clips. Yeah, it used to be whips, now it's Berettas and clips on their hips. where you gotta keep your back and ass to the ground all the time. He thought he was in a position, shit, bars. We was in a position where you couldn't raise up. Where they want to see ass and back. What you mean by that? You picking cotton. The only thing they want to see is you bent over your ass and your back. Don't raise up for nothing. Slave. He said something about slavery, he missed it. And you know, that's good. That's good. I mean, shoot, you know, everybody go through their different times, but you know, had I to learn what I learned back then that I know now, shit. That's why I try to say to youngsters. They just think that they living in the millennium. Well, they don't know that modern day slavery still exists.
So let me ask you this, and Vernon, you could correct me if I'm wrong. You got assaulted, and then one of the gang members put a knife in your hand and told you to go to work. It was one of the Crip gang. You were associated with the Crips, correct? All right. So a Crip gang member said, "Go to work. This man shouldn't be living no more." If you'd have handled that. First and foremost, Vernon, I want you to speak on that as far as why you couldn't go take another man's life just because someone else told you to. And then, Percy, I want you to speak on the mentality of the gang, what that means to a gang for him not to go do that. But if you don't mind, to speak on why you couldn't go handle that because you associated yourself with those guys.
Why I couldn't go stab somebody? I mean, just...
All life is precious?
Huh?
Or you weren't mad enough, or?
No, it's just not. I just don't have that to look a man in his face and just, I mean.
If it was a gun, would it have been easy?
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, knife is very intimate, very close to person. To look a man's eye and see that eye go away. So.
But then also you got to look at it the other way. What if he was, we got into a fight and he took the knife from me and stabbed me and killed me? I mean, and I didn't even really, I don't think, it's not that I should have cared, I guess, to some people, if I got killed or not. It's just, some people just not built for violence.
Did you tell the person who put the knife in your hand, did you tell them no? Like, I'm not doing it. Or did you take the knife and think about it?
When they first presented it to me, we talked about it, but I never took it.
Okay. With that being said, Percy, let me get your take on as far as, this is, again, 94. The gang mentality to say, like, hey, he's repping for us. That means this needs to happen. If he doesn't do it, again, he got stabbed for not doing it. That mentality of the Crips at that time, was that something that was by law? Like, nah, this has to happen.
It ain't the Crips at that time, it's the Crips at this time too.
I mean, I agree with that.
No doubt. If you got gang in your mouth, you represent gang. Tell some a Crip. Had a person on roach unit, man. Gang member on roach unit, man. Say he went to the shower and some Mexicans raped him in the shower. For you to hear a Crip member getting raped by another gang member or a gang culture, that's gonna start a gang war. The other kind, it's on like I try to tell people in prison, there only 3 gangs in prison, they don't pay attention. Black, white, and brown. Crips and Bloods ain't nothing. It's black, white, and brown. But when you got a brown rape a black, it's gonna be a problem. You got a man take something from another man, point blank, period, it's gonna be a problem. I am a high-ranking gang member in the prison, 5 Deuce Hoover Crip gang member. I am confirmed in the system. When I go to prison, everybody know it's Crip stuff rolling all across my neck, across my back, across my arm. I'm gang-related everywhere. Where you look, you see Crip. I can't hide that. Prison is the most scariest place to gangbang at. Prison is the most, people gangbanging in the street, and you would think it's harder in the streets. That's a lie. In the streets, you can hide in Oak Cliff. You can hide in Fish Trap. In Fort Worth, you can hide in Stop 6. You can hide in Eastwood. In prison, you can't hide nowhere. Ain't no block to go hide on. Ain't no side of town to go run on in prison. When you come in there and you got gang in your mouth, if Vernon had gang in his mouth, Vernon was already in trouble. Any way it go. I mean, if you come in prison, it's best to be neutral. A neutral person get a lot of drama when they find out you just a real man from the start. You just a real man. I don't care what you. That's a real man, nigga. You know, Joker real. No, don't mess with Joker, homie. He straight now. He ain't nothing wrong with him. He don't bang nothing. But leave him alone, cause he a real one. Don't mess with Vernon. But if Vernon coming in and say I'm blood, I'm Crip, Vernon now belong to somebody. Vernon is under somebody's wing. You know what I'm saying? Even if he like it or not. If Vernon don't want to be nothing, don't say nothing. You hear me? Because when you say something, you become something. When you don't know nothing, you're not in nothing. You understand what I'm saying? But Vernon came in with gang in his mouth. I didn't know, he yelling, he Crip. But when you get in there and something happen to you as a Crip, don't you know you carrying the flag for everybody? You carrying the flag for everybody. You carrying that torch for everybody. That's something you can't put down when something go down. Hello! But anyway, my partner Calvin, he went to prison. He said some Mexicans raped him in the shower. That causes the whole gang war. Come to find out, Calvin lied. Yeah, you lied. He wanted to get off the unit. You know, a lot of people use a lot of things to say, I want to leave her. And say, this happened to me, that happened to me, this happened, so they can just leave. The worst thing to say is somebody raped you. I mean, hey, but you know, hey, bro, people go to the extreme, but come to find out, to make a long story short, find out he hadn't been raped. He hadn't been tampered with. So when they let everybody know the Mexicans went on lockdown, the blacks went on lockdown, they found out the story, they found out that all came down to a lie, had nothing ever happened to him. So let everybody back out. And guess what? When he got out, we violated, the Crip gang violated him. And doing that violation, you know, you get really smoked. Like if Vernon don't go do what he's supposed to do, he gonna get violated. He in trouble. Vernon's in a lose-lose situation. You understand me? My partner, he was in a lose-lose situation. They let him out. We found out you lied. He got violated. Now, when you get violated, you get 3 or 4 people, and they'll go in there and max you out 3 rounds. You already lost 1 round. You got 2 more of this. And they run you through there again. Let me tell you what he did. When he got ran through there the second time, he had black eyes. You know, he was beat up. And guess what he did that time? He went back to the folks again and told them, guess what? The Crips raped me. But guess what he did this time? Y'all ain't gonna believe this. I just gotta do this because I gotta let everything people know. He took a shampoo bottle, greased it up, and he stuck it up in his ass.
It's real.
To show that he had been penetrated, because the last time he had lied on the Mexicans and said they raped him, they did a rape kit on him. Well, ain't nobody did nothing to you. Hell, your butt ain't been touched. So he didn't show no penetration. So the next time when the Crips beat him up, he came in with black eyes, busted lips, and he just stuck this shampoo bottle up his butt and said, oh yeah, somebody got you this time. He ended up getting, look at Joker. He ended up, I got the stories for you. He ended up getting shipped. But guess where he landed at? Right on Ferguson. You know, that's how you land. You know how you ever seen a spider get, a fly get, oh, look at him. Spider got him one. They landed in the web. When you do things like this is really, if y'all keep up with what I'm saying, I'm really speaking on what's going on with Vernon. But then you end up in a place, you know what I'm saying, where somebody gonna know you. And so this guy came over there, he acted like he was just tough, and whoop, whoop, whoop. And then somebody showed up and said, hey, that's him. Who is that? That's SOS. You know what SOS means in prison? That means smash on sight. I mean, as soon as you see him, don't worry about it. In the hallway, in front of the lounge, in the cafeteria, the chow hall, the shower, you catch him, kill him. Smash him. Because you lied on something. You carried a torch that didn't carry you. When Vernon was violated and presented the knife, I got to give Vernon his props. Everybody. See, one thing I enjoy about this man right here, he's a real stand-up guy because he got hard enough to tell the truth. Even when it don't make you look hard. That's hard. I'm saying it again. To tell the truth when you don't got hard, that's hard. Because you can catch a lot of people saying they got hard and lie in your face. And say, yeah, man, I went in there and I did this. The man said, I know why Vernon didn't take the knife. I know why he didn't stab him, because everybody ain't built like that, homie. Everybody don't got no killing. It takes something to kill somebody, homie. It takes something. You just don't go in there and take a knife. Like you said, you gotta put that pressure on somebody. You gotta actually use that. You gotta feel that go in there. That's an up and personal kill. No. But guess what? If you don't, you're gonna end up on the other end of that knife, homie. Didn't I just say it's a lose-lose situation? Vernon, it's a lose-lose situation. He don't got no choice. If he wasn't nothing, if he was neutral, well, go on about your business. You just got raped.
So how could a Vernon override that in his head?
Say it again.
How could Vernon have overrided that in his head anyway, or he's just not built like that?
I mean, like Vernon said, and like you said, we can't make easy killing sound like it's easy thing to do, homie. I got teardrops in my face. It's not nothing that's easy to do. Let me tell you something. Once it's over, you still gotta live with that, homie. That's some blood that you gotta wait for God to wash off your hands. You can't even wash that blood off your hands, homie. You gotta wait on God's grace and mercy to get that off your hands, homie. I'd have been still walking around with a curse on me that had God not to wash my hands of that type of stuff. You understand me? So go ahead.
And now back to Vernon, do you feel like just through life, you haven't taken a life, I'm assuming, correct?
Correct.
You robbed banks with guns, you've been through prison, but you never took a life.
Never took a life.
Do you feel like at peace with that mindset, like, I haven't taken a life, and at least that isn't on my jacket?
I mean, it's not something that I wake up like, yeah, I didn't kill nobody, you know, it's just, yeah, it's just.
But is it something that you hold, like, on a spiritual level? Do you hold that, like, all right, at least I ain't got to feel like that? Or are you, someone break your house right now, let's say you got a firearm.
Nope.
You still won't?
No, I'm saying I don't have a firearm.
Oh, okay, I was saying,
I'm a felon. I'm a felon. I'm a felon.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
I'm a felon. I'm a felon.
Will you protect your house with, would you take a life to protect it?
I just figured out the best way to do it. But I'm a felon. I can't be around weapons. I'm a felon.
I understand. And so, Percy, let me ask you.
And I have to make sure, because I know my probation officer didn't watch this.
He's a fan now. He's a fan of yours.
Because they talked to me about this about a month ago. They called me in to do a piss test, and next thing I know, I'm being questioned about the interview. So I know they watched this.
Watched it a couple times.
I know they watched this.
Percy, let me ask you real quick. When it comes to affiliation in prison, is there a hierarchy in regards to who's the shot caller?
Yes, sir.
So, go ahead. And what makes that person a hierarchy?
His time, his mind, his way of thinking, his respect that he get around the prison. You can't be nobody. We don't give you the card to be that. I can't be an OG in the hood if the youngsters don't call me. The only way everybody tell me, what make you an OG in the hood? Because I was promoted from the youngsters on the block. The youngsters made me their OG. You can't run around and say you a big homie and you ain't got no little homies. Same thing about prison. Shout out to the big homie Said, man. Shout out to the big homie right here in Dallas, Texas, Blue Jay, man. If you one of the hierarchies, the ones that I couldn't, right here in Fort Worth, Dallas, Texas, the hierarchy on Ferguson was Blue Jay. Blue Jay, Dallas, Texas, number one. The truth, solid. Blue Jay, Dallas, Texas, he ran Ferguson with an iron fist and he wasn't even in population. Yeah. He was way back in solitary somewhere. Blue Jay was, if his name came up, you was gone. You wonder who the hell is this? Well, Blue Jay said, get rid of him. Well, where's Blue Jay at? Blue Jay in solitary. Well, why do Blue Jay got all the power? Blue Jay got all the power. He running from an iron fist. Percy was reported to Blue Jay over 30 times because, when somebody come on the unit, they think it's trying to come up in the chart. Your name come up. So my name came up to Blue Jay. And the word on the street, when Blue Jay get out, Percy ain't gonna be doing all this. You just wait till Blue Jay get out. Blue Jay been back there 5 years already. When he getting out? Well, Tales from a Crib. One time I went on the block on G Block, and guess who was on the block? They say Blue Jay just got out. And everybody like, ooh. And then I heard something, well, shit finna change around her now. The thing was, Blue Jay was gonna stop Percy from doing everything he was doing. So everybody couldn't wait for me and Blue Jay to meet. So I'll never forget, they talk in and out, they said Blue Jay on the block. So I went on the block as usual, like I do every day. I don't know who Blue Jay, I don't even know Blue Jay if I seen him. But people are making known that, you got more power over than you now. And I never seen, he said, look out, what's up, homie? I said, what's up? He said, man, come holler at me. Can't sit on side of him. He threw his arm around me. I watch everybody action. Threw his arm around me and say, man, whatever you doing over here, keep doing what you're doing. I said, ooh, these niggas in trouble now. Yeah, because that ain't what they wanted to hear.
Yeah.
They don't want to, it's dog eat dog over here. It ain't gonna get no better than Blue Jay to meet Percy. And what they don't know, Blue Jay gave me a shout out to my RIP to my homeboy Drico, Full Trade Drico. I didn't know that him and him was in perfect peace with each other. He opened up a book. He said, you know that cat? I said, yeah, that's Full Trade Drico. He said, well, that's my homie right there. But come to find out, these two cats right here was the truth. Blue Jay, man, I love you. If you back lock, wherever you at, man, Dallas finest. When me and him met, we didn't have to meet no more. Your name, people look in your eyes and tell what you about. On Ferguson, they can smell fear. They ain't gotta see it. They can, oh, he's scared. Shit, how you know? Yeah, he's scared. I can smell fear. That's what Ferguson about. You can look like a certain way and they own you. Vernon, he in trouble.
Yeah, so let me ask you, how many fights had you had? If you would have just throw a number out there in prison.
In prison?
Yeah, how many fights?
On which unit?
Let's just say with Ferguson.
On Ferguson? In all on Ferguson, I can say I had about about good 30 good fights.
Stay right there, sorry.
About good 30 fights.
Vernon, how many fights did you have in prison?
2.
So would you like just
one was the knife fight, but that wasn't really a fight because I was more trying to duck and dodge once I realized he had a knife. And the other one was in North Carolina. But
when you hear Percy say something like 30 on one unit, like what's your thoughts behind that? Like, man, that's a violent man, or he put himself in. What are your thoughts when you hear a man say he had 30 fights?
Given the lifestyle, being in gang, that's on par.
Yeah.
That's on par.
So you denounce any gang affiliation after the knife stabbing?
I didn't really need to. I wasn't really in it. I was just, associating with that. I wasn't a gang member.
Okay. Were there any situations where you would have probably fought more so often, or were you more so like, all right, you got it? Like, were you more so calling for peace, or were there any situations that you probably could have fought and just did it? Like after, because 25 years, I know a lot of situations come up.
Oh, you talking about just in situations? I never got myself into situations really where it had to come to a fight. Okay. I was...
Again, like you said, Fed time is different than state. So I don't know if there's sometimes you can't avoid it.
Because I didn't involve... Most of the fights are mostly when you involve yourself with gangs, drugs, gambling. I didn't involve myself. Once I got to the medium security, I just kind of...
Things that would cause arguments.
Yeah, I just kind of did my own little thing.
So first, let me ask you that. When you hear that he did 25 years and only had 2 fights, like, do you feel like you kind of maybe a little overzealous with you?
When I say that I had all them fights I had, let me tell you something, man. Let me give y'all the game on that. When I came in prison, when I first walked into prison on Ferguson, it's like walking in the Matrix, man. Y'all remember that movie on Will Smith, Men in Black, when he coming up the elevator and he tell him when this elevator and that door open and you in a whole different world and all type of animal stuff just like you don't even exist.
Right.
And you looking at, dang, that's what it feels like in this place, man. It's an inside maximum security prison, man. They ain't at the most of what it is. It's got a lot of lockdown blocks on it, but when you walk in here, it's a different world, man. And you ain't nobody. You ain't nobody. You just think you tough. You been in there lifting that little old water bag in the county jail, doing your little pull-ups on the balls, getting your little weight up, seeing your little smelling yourself, look at your chest, got your little chest jumping and bumping. Then you go in there and see somebody like, but boy, say, oh, yeah, you can put that little shit up. Yeah. Look at my boy with that necklace on. Look at him, boy. Say, oh, yeah, you put your little county jail muscles up, huh? Yeah, look at him. Yeah, then you get the, yeah, I know it. Be quiet. Be still. But guess what? Them the ones run up on you. Yeah. Oh, but you was tough in the county. Yeah, you cold-blooded in the county. You couldn't tell you nothing. Get your little visits every weekend and coming there looking clean with your little haircut on. That's over with. When I walked on Ferguson, I came in the hallway. When I was standing there, 2 dudes ran up on me. Right here in my face. They said, yeah, you just got here? I said, yeah. And I looked at both of them. He said, yeah, what's up? He said, we doing a whole lot of fighting over here, nigga. I said, that's what's up. That's what's up. And they walked out. I said, damn. But guess what? I felt like I just lost. I just walked on this goddamn unit and lost, man. I lost, man. I'm more vulnerable than Vernon right now, homie. Yeah, I lost. You know where I lost at? I didn't lose no fight or nothing. I just lost a part of me just then because I thought I was something that I wasn't. You know what I thought? I thought I was a nigga they ain't gonna fuck with in here. I thought I was one of them, ain't nobody gonna motherfucking with me. I got all big, like I said, I had that little county jail where, you little transit unit wait you down, Then you come down here, he been down here 20 years. God damn. Oh, that was 20 years. That was how long you been like? 2 years on transit. They just got here. Oh, they been here 17 years, 18 years. That's what that looked like. Look like you 10 years behind, homie. But guess what about in here? You don't get a chance to weigh in. You don't get a chance to catch up. You here now. You better protect yourself. When them two dudes ran up on me, I lost a piece of me. I had to get it back. I feel like if I don't get it back, I'm going to lose for the rest of my time here. Vernon, when he got violated, if he don't get it back, he going to lose the rest of his time here. What I lost was something that didn't nobody see, but I knew I lost it. I got my feelings hurt. I lost a piece of respect. I lost when somebody ran up on me, I didn't even get to do, and I was supposed to do something. I was supposed to do it, and I didn't do it. How can I make this up? But guess what happened? That was the first time somebody ran up on me, and guess what? My right hand to go. That's the last time a nigga ran up on me. I did all the running up nicks. I made sure when niggas coming out, run up on them. I became the guys that approached me when I got there. I became them. I became them. Them two guys made me who I was when I got there. They taught me a lesson right then. If this what you don't be when you get here, you gonna get ate. It's food over here. You either eating with us or you on the menu. You hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I didn't want to be on the menu.
Yeah, let me ask, first I'm asking you, then I'll throw it over to Vernon. There was a story that Vernon, you could have, quote unquote, had protection if you would have just got with the Muslims. But, you just wanted that damn bacon, man. You wanted that pork. So you went the route of saying, fuck the Muslims, I want to eat pork. Would he have had, and again, this is fair, so would he have had protection with the Muslims?
Man, don't throw that bar at me like that. There's a lot of pork over there to eat. Bars. Behind bars. There's a lot of pork over there. I'm sorry, y'all. No offense, Vernon. Yeah, you catch on. You throwing them out there, though. But yeah, but Vernon will know that later on. It don't matter where you go once you've been violated. They'll pass you around like you ain't shit to somebody else. Vernon know that. It ain't nothing to hide. Shit, go to the Muslim for what? Nigga, so the Muslims get down on you too? Say, that ain't no protection. That's just another wing you under. Hello? Yeah, then where you go when they finish with you? I'm just gonna be a Buddhist. I'm just gonna be a 5%er. Okay, well, hell, they gonna have their fun too. Whoever wing you get up on besides standing up for yourself, you in trouble, huh? You understand me? If I would have went and hid somewhere after them guys approached me, tell them a crib. The next day I was on Ferguson. The second day I was there, I got my action. I looked for something and I got it back. So as soon as I got on the block that same day, I asked somebody, I said, where they fighting at in here? Who know? Because I know if they just scared me. Them two, they came up, they had that look on, they had that built on. I said, oh yeah. I didn't curl, fold, or break. But when I got on that block, that man said, go in there and get ready to go to child. It's your first day here, enjoy your day here. So I went upstairs and I threw my stuff in my cell. I never forget. I was scared. I was paranoid, but I had to make up for what just happened to me that didn't nobody see. Because didn't nobody see nothing and I didn't do nothing, they gonna tell something. If Vernon don't go tell, if Vernon don't do nothing about what's something, they gonna tell to the next one, because he didn't say nothing. What happened? We ran up on that nigga in the hall, checked that nigga, he didn't say shit. He ain't do nothing. Well, guess what they watching? Vernon got raped off in the cell, man. We gave him a knife, nigga didn't do nothing. He didn't do nothing now. And guess what? Now we watching. You did what I'm saying? It's predators and preys all in. There's predators in there, man. You don't know. Nigga watch you for 3 years before you make a move. 2 years. Some don't watch you for 24 hours and get at you. You understand me? It's predators in there. So they watching when I got checks. So guess what I did? I walked on the block. I say, where they checking at? And guess what they said I was? Out of control. I said, what a fight? Where they fighting at here, homie? He said, they fight under the TV. I said, then where the Crips said, who fighting? So everybody looking at me like, he just got here. He just got here. Yeah, that's the one just got off the bus. This him. He asked who want to fight. The one just got here? Yeah. Look at it. When I'm trying to get mine out the way, I just got here. Because my thing is, I don't want nobody to run up, sneak me, jump me from behind, sneak me in their cell, act like we cool, and get down on me. They'll do that. Right. Vernon Green, he don't know stuff like that shit. He don't know. And plus, he over there living in downtown in daytime. You understand me? I'm out here I'm on Master Ferguson unit, plantation.
Yeah, because fans don't really operate the same way state prison do.
Way different.
Like when you walk into prison, you don't really have anybody. Not only the Mexican gangs, they bad for that though.
Yeah,
they bad for that. But everybody else just when you come in, they find out where you're from, and they take you, introduce you to your cause. They say.
Vernon, let me ask you: did you ever at once get an iota of a predator mentality? Like, let me, because younger people come in, people younger than you. I mind you stayed in there 25 years, so now you're older. And you see a young dude coming in, maybe he's green, 21. Let me finesse him for.
Once I had been in for like 2-3 years, and I've been around enough people, I could start to feel and sense and pick up on things. But going in, no, because again, I had never been around that. Yeah. So coming from not the suburbs, but just a nice lifestyle.
Did you run into anybody that was green after you've been there for a while and like try to tell them the ropes?
Yeah, I mean, you have people come in all the time that are new to prison, So, and once I met them and talked to them, I kind of let them know it wasn't maybe as bad as they thought it was gonna be, but.
You never try to finesse them and like, man, I'm gonna take advantage. God damn, right?
Why would I do that?
I'm sorry. Let me not promote that. No, I hear you. Best to get through it. Get through it. Anything. To kind of curtail this conversation.
My goal is to help you, not hurt you.
Very true. Very true. I'm just saying, when the world give you what they call it, there's a saying out there, lemons, you make lemonade or something. I understand, but sometimes people like to make more lemons. Like, fuck it, I'm gonna take advantage.
Can I say this for the record, so people won't be know? And I heard what Vernon's saying, and Vernon's saying some real shit, man. People don't go in that way. They're created while they in there, man. You understand me? I was born a certain way. I mean, I wasn't born to be a gang member. I was created into one. You dig what I'm saying? I told people all the time, I'd rather be a Q dog than a Crip. Now real talk, that was I didn't plan on going the wrong way. When you go to prison, like Vernon said, I want people to know, I never was a bully. I had 3 rules in prison. No bullying, no hogging, no stealing. I laid those rules down in prison. Some of the hardest rules to make guys not want to do. When I got to prison was full of, I gotta say it, bitch niggas. And a lot of fake ones. And when I left there, there was a lot of more real ones than it was on the other side. I got 5 stars going down each of my shoulder. I'm a 5-star general. I came in a sergeant. You don't have OGs and BGs and YGs in prison. We don't do that. We got rank. When he get in prison, they'll tell you, go get lieutenant such and such. Go get sergeant such and such. We're in prison. I'm General Percy, 5-star general. I used to be a sergeant. I earned every stripe that I got. Not by being a monster. I didn't prey on niggas. People that did running like he did, we'd have killed him. That was a man, homie. Why you do him like that? We'd have killed that nigga. Vernon wouldn't have had to do nothing. But sure as he was a man. And I'm gonna protect it at all costs. That was my job. I don't want to see it in that way, but Captain save a hoe. I gotta see it like that. What I mean by that, I didn't like bullies. I couldn't stand them. I felt like I got a bully coming through the door. Hey, nigga, what you, yeah, goddamn. I became what they was to protect them from what they was. You know what I'm saying? When I was in prison, I put out a legislation to all the Crips, and I caught hell over it. You wonder how I had 30 fights? Because of the rules I stood under. No bullying, no stealing, and no hogging. Vernon been out there to say, man, your boy down here trying to get out on me. Who? Cell number 3. What do you do? Nigga trying to hog me for my food. Oh, look out, cuz. Hey, Vernon, would you try to take something from him, homie? Oh, no, we just now, cuz you don't take nothing from nobody in here, homie. I'm saying, yeah, get up off the block. Yeah, don't never take, yeah. And then don't let us, if he trying to take something, just mad he can't say somebody raped me. Come on, man, stop playing with me. Was that my job to do? Yeah. That was my job in prison. Yeah, I was that, you know, everybody tell you, blue hands, y'all sit here with blue hands. Yeah. Blue hands done told y'all, Percy came with his little crew. Yeah, and they coming. They coming. Blue hands, shout out to Blue hands. Square business, peace shoot. Yeah, y'all talk to him. Square business. Look when I see my eyes, square business. Yeah, real talk. And he knew I was too. Yeah, Blue hand tell you, yeah, Percy say, man, when Percy get the
He said, we're off camera. We like,
say, man, he it ain't nothing that I take the brag off of. Being tough ain't nothing to brag. Being alive is. Hello. Yeah. Being tough ain't nothing to brag on. Being alive is. I'll be 55 in November. Shout out to my brother Super Dave. Today is my brother Super Dave's birthday. He is 53 years old today. Yeah. Shout out to my brother. He made it. Them the type of things that I like to talk about. And Vernon's situation, like I say, I don't never look down on what he did because guess what? I know many Vernons. I know a whole bunch of Vernons. That's what I'm start calling. His name is gonna be hot. Nigga, you a Vernon. Come over here acting like you didn't get Vernon, nigga. You understand me? Yeah.
So let me ask you, hey, Vernon, I want you to speak on this. You didn't snitch. He did 25 years. He didn't snitch on someone he could have went through. Okay. What would you tell him as far as, we just spoke on this, but for him not to snitch, right now it seems like snitching is kind of thrown out,
Oh, yeah.
The rules have changed now. What's your thoughts on him not snitching about, the people that he was robbing banks with and still getting hit with, everything he got hit with?
He didn't tell on, his code people. He didn't tell it on him.
Yeah.
I mean, see what you gonna tell? You the one got caught.
Yeah.
Hello. I'm just saying though, now people do that. They do that. Everybody, you got caught.
They offer you.
If you in jail and he not, I mean, well, you know how many times I done sit in court and they say, is he in here in court with you now? You tell him, yeah, and you say, could you point at that nigga? You know how many times that didn't happen to me? Yeah. I got a bar that I see in my rap battles. I say, I ain't never believed in magic till I see my dog get on the stand and turn into a snake. I'm gonna let y'all soak in there for. I said, I ain't never believed in magic until I see my dog get on the stand and turn into a snake. Now y'all catch it. I know it, bro. Now you get it. But I didn't got pointed at. But you caught. You know what happened if you go to jail with a snitch jacket on your back? You didn't have that, did you? Yeah. That's the best thing to go in the feds with. See, he came in a clean sheet of paper. Look at it. No tattoo. Look at it. That's a clean. That's what you call a clean sheet. I wish I could clean my paper. Shit. It wouldn't be.
They offered you less time though if you would have gave somebody else, right?
Well, it started with 25 years. They were just gonna reduce it from that. I don't know what the reduction would have been.
Yeah, you never went down that path.
Yeah.
I mean, the smartest. Hey, he might be the weakest man, but he ain't the dumbest. You hear me? Because one thing you don't want to go in there with that on your back. As Vernon, he was a stand-up guy compared to the ones that probably raped him because they probably got paperwork. You understand me? It's a lot of them go in there and take that time. Now, how much I get off? Let me tell y'all something. In a couple more months, P. Diddy gonna be the total on everybody. Hello? What man offer 50 million to get out? Because he don't want to be there. 50 million to get out? I just want to get out. I know it. Shit, but guess what? You ain't got, I mean, bro, you gonna go down with the greatest. Man, who is the greatest? Martin Luther King. shit, hold on. Who else went down? Malcolm X. Oh, who else went down? Tupac. Who else? Keep going. Mike Tyson. You want to keep going with the Lil Wayne? Bill Cosby. O.J. Simpson. Guess what? They're gonna add you to the list with R. Kelly and P. Diddy.
Nah.
Yeah, I mean, hey, don't act like you can't get whatever. Say, let me tell you something. Your money don't mean nothing. We make currency. We gave that to you. We don't want it back. You can hold that. Hello. Yeah, we gonna need that. S.O. Bill. Bill was the American dad. Yeah, see this where he sit his ass right there in timeout.
Yeah, he
Sit there in timeout.
He looked like he should be in jail.
Yeah, what? Yeah, come on, Bill. Not Bill. Not Fat Albert Bill. That's my Pill Bill. They peeled him.
God.
Pill gonna quit putting them pills. Yeah, Pill Bill, man. That's Pill Cosby.
With that being said,
let's go.
I definitely want to kind of curtail this, man, and thank y'all for even having this conversation again.
Yes,
There's
Lord.
probably more conversation to have, and again, this is the first of us doing something of this nature to have two individuals from two different sides of walks of life coming together and just kind of have an understanding. Percy, if there's anything that you could give to the audience, the fans, the kids, or even Vernon, I want you to lay some wisdom on. And Vernon, for you, as far as we closing out, if there's any wisdom you can give to the kids, the fans, to Percy, throw some game out there. But Percy, I'll let you kick it off, and then Vernon will close with you.
Kindness can get you killed. Kindness can get you killed. Be aware who you be kind to, man. When I say, that's something that you think wouldn't get you killed. It's being good to somebody else. Trying to do something for somebody else. But it can get you killed. Not on the outside, but on the inside. And I'm not talking physical. Hello? I'm not talking a physical kill. I'm talking about something that'll eat you up on the inside. That'll kill you. Something you can't see. Kindness. Burning situation, keep doing what you're doing, man. Keep being kind. Keep being real. Keep being truthful. Your spirit is bigger than what you think it is because of your heart. You get what I'm saying, homie? Like I said, I look at you a clean sheet of paper. I wish I could have that clean sheet of paper. Maybe I can go a long way without all these tattoos on my face and my face. Because if I knew what I knew then, something my parents tell me, boy, if I knew what I knew back then, what I know now, you know what? I wouldn't have never got this shit wrote on me. I wouldn't have never joined no gang. I would have found out gangs, kids that's listening to me now, find out anybody that's try to recruit you in the gang gonna want to be the ones that kill you in the end. I'm gonna say that again. Because ask Vernon. When Vernon got did wrong, his gang didn't come to heaven. They wanted to kill him in the end. Hello? Or make him do some killing. You know what I'm saying? Situations you don't got to get caught up in if you don't put yourself in. Understand me? The gang is something you don't have to be in. You can be yourself and be the biggest man. I tell my kids all the time, the gangsters are the one that's free, not the ones that's locked up. Back in the days, I got to say this, people came home and made prison feel like it's the place to be. That was wrong. Them old uncles. Y'all remember old drunk uncles talking about put them turn to this, put them turn to that. Had me want to go. Shit, I want to go to prison too. Shit, nigga, you sign up, yeah, man, go down there, nigga down there, eat 3 kids, man, son. Get down there and you like, okay, where's the... Yeah. Oh, Unc lied to you. Unc got you down here because that's their job to get you in there and you can't get out. They need y'all in there. They need that young booty in there. Y'all need that young booty. When I say young booty, they getting tired and y'all good. Y'all good. Y'all going there sagging, showing them their ass. Showing them that. First thing y'all do is show that ass when they get down there. Want to sag past? Goddamn. Old dude said, look at him. Whew. They don't even pull them up no more around here. They don't, used to hide, back then they used to hide their booty. Then they go in there just showing it off. But it's predators in there. And I told y'all this on the last segment. You got people in there since the 70s, the 80s, and the 90s, and the two. Come on, man. Been waiting on them youngsters. They just dropping them in there. Feeding them to the lions then. Don't get fed, youngsters. Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled, man. Don't be fooled. Be Vernon, man. Keep your head up. Stay a clean sheet of paper because you can end up like Vernon. You dig what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with Vernon. You understand me? But one thing, Vernon, y'all need to learn from this interview. Vernon is a man. You don't want to have to stick your head in that turtle shell. You don't have to stick your head in that turtle shell, man. And it's hard for you to peek out every now and then, see, and go back in there. That ain't a life you want to live. Yeah. You want to walk with your head up and your chest out. Shout out to Vernon, man. Stay on top of your game. Just know what everything you went through, God took you through. You understand me? And I know it's kind of hard to say. He ain't gonna put too much on you, can't burn. Bars. Let's go.
That's why I say I feel like a lot of all of that shaped me to be
yes, sir.
The man I am.
Yes, sir.
You know, I say that numerous times.
Yeah, Vernon, as far as to close us out, any words of wisdom? It's hard to call a person. So.
Yeah, I was gonna make. Hey, I don't have any, to be honest with you.
Right.
I appreciate y'all.
We'll end with that, man. What we gotta say, man. Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all for coming, sit down, having this face to face, having where y'all come together and speak on this.
Yes, sir.
We gotta say, both y'all are the alumni. You both are real life street stars, man.
All right, man. Good work, man. Good work, man.
All right.
Appreciate you, man.
All right.
Stay up. Good work, man.
Get a picture with both of y'all real quick.
Okay.
I'm gonna take this off you. You gonna keep that?
Okay. Yeah. I'm up next. I'm still running.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's work. Let's work, man.
I appreciate it, man. I'm gonna put you to the side. I'm gonna talk to you in a second. Okay, now you good. All right, there you go.
On the baby. Okay, yeah. That was a good one now. They'd be going out down the boy.
Shout out Reallyfe Street Stars, nigga. Move. Hey.